Okay, welcome back to the QPR View, and it's this simple, isn't it? Willock and Chair play together, QPR win. Either one of them is out, you don't win. We've cracked it. How are you, Jawad?
I'm good, really good.
I bet you are. Listen, first of all, congratulations. We've joked with you all season, and now you beat Stoke. You've got your win at home. You can forget about March the 11th or whatever it was. How did that win feel?
It felt better than I expected. I think I had forgotten how good it was to wake up in the morning after a win, but also that feeling when that fourth goal went in. Really, the relief in the stadium, you could just feel it. You could see it in the players' faces, every supporter there, and genuinely, I don't remember celebrating a goal like that for quite a long time, actually.
Yeah. And do you know what I like about your manager? I was listening to his interview afterwards. He was like, given that it just won, and his comments were like, yeah, it was good, but we can do better. He's always got that kind of, he's never always, he's always kind of, really honest, isn't he? He doesn't over egg the performances because he knows that there's lots more to do.
I think he likes to keep it quite simple. I think in the interviews, it's kind of it was fine, but actually this could be better, or there's still work to be done.
Yeah, and then going into that Friday night, then against Preston, you obviously full of confidence. Preston threw something at you in the first half. You kind of say rode your luck at times, but you handled the game really, really well, and then you sort of grew in confidence as kind of the half ended. What was your view of that game?
Yeah, the first half was arguably one of the most boring halves of football I've ever seen. If I was a neutral, there was no way that I was tuning in for the second half. But I thought the game plan clearly was not to give anything away, and obviously having Chair on the bench to bring on made all the difference. So I do think that's kind of the approach he'll probably take in the away games, definitely, where we look to kind of control things, not give anything away, and then use players like Willock and Chair in the second half of games.
Are they too similar to play together with Dykes? Because do they tend to occupy the same kind of space until you kind of put Willock's on the right, which then gives a better balance?
Yeah, I think the best football that Willock and Chair have played for QPR has been when they've played together in tandem. Under Warburton, probably, and the start of Beale's reign, they do have a really good understanding. They're close off the pitch as well. And I actually thought, for all the criticism that Dykes has had, I think the 2 goals in the week gave him confidence. But arguably, his best half was that second half against Preston, where he did what we need him to do: hold the ball up, bring Chair into play, bring Willock into play, and create space for those better players. Really, so I think the second half setup will be the blueprint that he uses probably on Saturday against Hull.
Yeah, and just a word on Clark Salter as well. How good is he?
If he could keep himself fit, I don't think he'll be playing for QPR. Yeah. Basically, I think he'll be playing at a higher level. He reads the game exceptionally well. He's a natural leader, but the guy can't keep himself fit for more than 3 or 4 games at a time. And we kind of he made Jimmy Dunn a better player at the weekend, I thought. And yeah, if he can keep himself fit, I think that might be the key to us staying up, actually.
Yeah, it's just on that survival chances now. I mean, you've never looked dead and buried. You've like you've said many times, you haven't lost games by too many goals. You've always been in them. What chances do you give yourselves now, given what you've seen in the last 2 games?
I think there's a cautious optimism. I think we'd be stupid to get carried away. Although I've seen quite a lot of QPR fans put bets on us to finish in the top 6, which you might say is getting carried away. I would say the next 3 games for me are the key: Hull, Sheffield Wednesday, Plymouth. I think after that we then have Southampton, Ipswich, which are tough games. And then I think when you look at the fixtures, January, we've actually got every game is at home. So we've got 4 home league games in a month, which is unheard of, really, and the FA Cup game now. Yeah. So I think the next 3 games will set us up to then kind of take the pressure off a little bit at Christmas, ready for those 4 4 home games, I'd say.
Just a word on your FA Cup draw. Disappointed with that? You wanted a Premier League team, but didn't really want Bournemouth, did you?
Yeah, well, if you've seen our FA Cup record, we can get into that closer to the day, but I think we've got the worst record in the third round out of any club in English football. I would have thought the league position that we'll be in, I don't think many people will care, and I wouldn't have thought they'll be that bothered either with their league position. So I can't see the TV companies picking that one up for coverage.
No, but listen, well done. I was really pleased. As much as, I don't wish any bad result on Stoke or any team like that, I was very pleased, really pleased for you, and great pictures on Twitter of you afterwards. Hull are probably the last team you want to run into then, or one of the last teams you want to run into this weekend. They are very solid, don't give much away. How do you view the challenge of this weekend?
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see how we kind of cope coming into a game, maybe not as favourites, but with people actually fancying us to get a result. I've been impressed with Hull. I really like the manager. I liked him as a pundit on TV. Thought he always spoke really well, and I'm quite pleased that he's gone into management and is doing well. Hopefully, not on Saturday, but it's a tough one. It's a really, really, really tough one, and I think again with the 2 games after it, Plymouth and Sheffield Wednesday, you're almost looking at it and thinking if we can get 6 points from those 3 games, it would be a great return, and you're more likely to get those 6 points at home against Plymouth than away at Wednesday.
Okay, finally, does he start Chair on the bench, or does he put him straight away into starting lineup?
I think he's coming straight back in. I think he had a point to prove from being dropped. It's the first time that I can remember him ever being on the bench. Really, he always starts. He's rarely injured as well. So yeah,
kind of made him angry a bit, didn't it? But it worked.
I think it did. Yeah,
it did. Yeah. Okay, let's get some predictions then. Stay there. Let's bring in our Tigers fan, Will. Thank you, Jawad. Okay, QPR against Hull. Let's get some predictions. Jawad, what are you going with? I'm
going to go exciting 2-2 draw. I think.
Good. What a difference a win makes. Yeah. Will?
To be fair, I'm actually going the same 2-2. To be quite honest, you've been solid. To be fair, Wills, and was going away after the game we just played. I kind of think you'll probably couldn't nick a draw. To be honest.
All right. Nice one, fellas. Thanks so much. Enjoy the game, both of you.
Thank you. Thanks, Mark.